Hello, one Team Tech here, back with another Kozmo deck profile. I'm so hyped to finally showcase you guys my Kozmo artifacts that I completed for the new format. So I'm not gonna ramble on about the deck, about how awesome it is. We're gonna just get right into it. So starting with the deck, we have 2 copies of Dark Planet. This guy is amazing. This guy is broken. And Kozmo artifacts, you don't even tour him though, because you're not really trying to turbo him out. It's just like, if you happen to bust him out, you bust him out. If you don't bust him out, that's fine too. He's exceptional against True Draco, because he's guaranteed to beat over whatever the hell they have. The only way of getting rid of this guy is to kaiju him, and they don't have that. And they can't run that in their deck. And then we run that 1 copy of Dark Eclipser, just in case if we run into Monarch's Erupt, which is starting to become a staple in all True Draco decks. It also stops things like Skill Drain. Just be careful, because Dark Eclipser doesn't do anything to Solemn Strike though. And now, for the next card, Dark Destroyer, no explanation needed. Combo.com. We run 2 Forerunners, the last ship in here that can't be targeted by anything. Like, the main advantage that this deck has is not being allowed to be targeted by any of your opponent's card effects. And when one dies, it floats down to another. It's very consistent. Sorry guys, minor inconvenience here. But now we're going to get right back into the deck profile. So, we run double Landwalker. You have to run double Landwalker so you'll be able to abuse Alloy of Darkness. I am getting sick and tired of the modern inconveniences. Anyways, I forgot to mention in this video that you're not running Demise in this version. Shocking, isn't it? And you're not running any Terraformings either. So if those cards get hit, it does nothing to this deck list. We run 3 copies of Slip Rider. Slip Rider is just such a good card for combos. It doesn't matter what variant you put him in, he's just an amazing card altogether. Whether it's Kozmo Metalfoes, Kozmo Artifacts, Fire King Kozmo in order to blow up your own island or your town. It doesn't matter. This guy's just OP. He's just a shit in this deck. And when I get the cards in real life, I'm probably going to redo Kozmo Metalfoes in real life when I start taking it to my locals. But for now, this is what I'm going to be playing competitively at my locals. So you guys are going to be able to get some live gameplay of this eventually. We run that 1 Dark Lady and that 1 Wicked Witch. Dark Lady is very powerful, but in this version, you only need to run 1 of her, because otherwise she'll brick otherwise. And Fire King Kozmo, I run 2, because I turbo out 2 of her easily on the first turn. Like, it's just second nature for me to put 2 of her on the field the first turn. But in this version, you don't really focus on that. So now, you just, like, run 1 of her and 1 Wicked Witch. Now, the 2 most people don't run more than 1 of is Farm Girl. Farm Girl is basically the weaker tin can to this deck. Because not only she actually allows you to get your searches up for the Kozmo cards you need if you happen to brick, she can also be a really huge OTK Harbinger engine in the deck. And just shit out ships out there super fast and just OTK your opponent for days. It's just such a great card. And Kozmo Artifacts, I'm running this thing at 2. In other variants, I run it at 1. But in Kozmo Artifacts, this is the 2 of. Now we run triple Strawman and triple Tin Can. You see most Kozmo Artifact builds online running only 1 Strawman or no Strawman at all. And I don't see the reasoning behind that. I mean, I kind of get the fact that they're running Demise in their deck. And since they're running Demise in their deck, they kind of need to minimize on Strawman since he doesn't really do anything for your turn on board. But you don't have to run Demise in the deck, man. And this deck's fine without Demise. His Demise just is more back row heavy. And in a format where since we're going into a format where cards like Zephion the Time Lord are going to be super popular in the competitive scene in many side decks, like, back row heavy decks are going to become a thing in the past. Konami knows what they're doing with the Time Lords. And I believe that they came out with the Time Lords intentionally to put a damper on anti-meta stun decks. Mainly Barrier Statue, because they know Barrier Statue breaks links. However, that's going to be a rant video for tomorrow. So, you guys will be able to look forward to that. It's probably going to be a really long 15-minute video. Me roasting links and me roasting Konami. So, like I said a moment ago, you guys will be able to look forward to that. Now for the artifacts. One more tech. And triple scythe. One more tech, 3 scythe is the best ratio for me. I don't run Beagle Tech because she'll brick for me. If you're running like a pure hat deck, the old school hat deck, then you could run Beagle Tech if you want. I personally don't run it because she'll brick for me. And I'll never see her with ignition, thus she'll be a dead card in my hand. So this is the best ratio for me. I considered putting in the 1 copy of Lancia since I'm running 2 in my side deck, but it's not necessary. It works fine without it right now, so we'll stick it at that. Now for spell cards, we run triple Kozmo time. This card is broken. Getting with this card. This card has excellent synergy with Kozmo Town. Artifact Ignition. Ignition, blow up town, set scythe, search, slip rider. And then all you need is a pilot in your opening hand, and you have a free no extra deck for 1 turn stun board on any extra deck Reliant deck. That's all you need, man. So good. And then we run them to make up for not running Duality or Card Demise, Triple Alert Darkness. Believe me, it works. You're not going to be... this isn't really a deck where you're just like, oh, shitting out all of your back row in 1 turn. You don't do that. That's why I'm not playing things like Strikes, D-Barriers, because those are all cards that are completely useless against Zephion the Time Lord. Strike is perhaps one of the better trap cards against Zephion the Time Lord right now, but the worst thing that Zephion can do for you is that Strike negates its effect, and it just sits on the field being automatic 1 turn guaranteed protection wall that prevents you from taking any battle damage for 1 whole turn. And that card can get really annoying. So you have to be able to out that quick. You can't have that shit sitting around on the field. Because that card can wipe out entire boards depending on the deck it's going against. Same thing with Matai on the Time Lord and Cammy on the Time Lord. And then we run that 1 E-Tele. I'm not even going to explain this. E-Tele can summon Dante, by the way. Triple Artifact Sanctums. Oh, I forgot to say this is all traps now. Sorry. Triple Artifact Sanctum. Triple Cosmojo. Triple Call of the Haunted. And that 1 Oasis of Dragon Souls. Just 10 traps, man. Just 10 traps. The 3 Sanctums, that's staple. 3 Call and Oasis, that's staple because you want to reuse your Artifact Scythes over and over again and bring out Cosmo ships from the graveyard so they can float when they die. And Cosmojo because it has excellent synergy against certain key monsters. Like the Time Lords, this card right here beats Time Lords. This is your way of working around Time Lords during the main phase when they're normal summoned on your ass. If you don't have this in your deck in the 3s, you're going to need it if you want to go against Time Lords. Strike does nothing to them. And if you do Forbidden Chalice on them and you kill them in battle and they get sent to the graveyard, your opponent gets to draw a card off of that, so you're basically giving them free pluses in return for nothing. Definitely something you don't want to do, so Cosmojo, 3. So now I'm gonna briefly run you through the extra deck. There's like the extra deck is basically up to personal preference. So you have your Infinity and Nova package. I run 2 of each. I never had any issues bringing out 2 Infinities and 1 Dual in this deck. I've done it before. I mean, it's challenging, but it can be done. I can tell you that much. Double Durandal, you might as well, because you're running artifacts in here, so why not? 1 Ardreas, 1 Shark Fortress, 1 Volky, Staples, double Constella Pleiades, and that 1 M7. Just for stacking combos in the deck. And then you play that 1 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. This guy is not dead in link format because you could just stack them in your extra monster zone on your rank 5 or rank 6. And then these 2 guys, I've explained in my older Fire King Kozmo video about why these guys are so important in here. For Cyber Dragon Nova's effect, when they end up popping Nova with Dryden, you get to bring out 1 of these for free. And imagine bringing out Cyber and Dragon against Zodiacs, and you attack their Hammercom, and you do 4,000 points of damage. That's insane. You basically have the game if you manage to get that done. Now for hand traps. I play triple Ghost Ogre in my side deck. Still. I love Ghost Ogre. She's actually my favorite hand trap, by the way. And another one of my favorite hand traps, but not my top 3. Droll and Lockbird. I love Droll and Lockbird. She's just an amazing card. And just because she's going to be abused with Tricksters doesn't mean I'm going to hate her. I'm not going to blame Droll and Lockbird for Tricksters being a stupid deck. Tricksters shouldn't exist. Hashtag burn away all Trickster cards. Double Lancia, very, very, very important against the Trickster matchup. Because Artifact Lancia can actually stop their reincarnation from going off and banishing your entire hand. And thus, it fades out and they won't be able to do anything. When this guy gets banned, I'm putting in the 3rd copy of Lancia. I'm just waiting for Maxi to get banned already. Because, like, whatever, dude. Triple Anti-Spell. Because it's very good against spell-reliant decks. Double Twin Twisters. And that 1 Raigeki. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to drop Raigeki for Artifact Lancia. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because triple Artifact Lancia against Tricksters is key. And Artifact Lancia also fades out Power Desires as well. So let me know what you guys think of this deck profile. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, and comment on my videos. Team Mortec signing out. Have a good day. Peace.